I'm back, baby. What's good, Base Nation? All right. I'm finally back from a long hiatus. All right. I'm figuring out some things and I'm ready to start creating content again. So, for those of you guys in the know, I've been creating content for divorced men for the last 7 years and I'm switching things up to focus on pretty much Asian male topics, okay, that revolve around dating and relationships. All right. So, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Today, we're going to talk about why Asian men struggle when it comes to dating. All right. And the reason why is because I was on Reddit just researching stuff for this stuff. And I saw a post on there, and the OP stated that it's bullshit. Okay. And so we're going to look at the facts first. All right. And really take a deep dive into why I think Asian men really do struggle out there when it comes to dating. Okay, we got to look at the numbers, we got to look at the facts. All right, we can't just go on feelings. All right, so in this Reddit post, the OP stated that this is bullshit. We just have to, man up and do all the things. While his solutions are correct, um, I do believe his diagnosis is incorrect. Okay, so let's look at the facts. All right. Asian men, we pursue women, sorry, Asian men, we pursue Asian women 2 times more than Asian women pursue Asian men. So, right off the bat, there's a disparity. Asian women are more likely to respond to white men than Asian men. Again, disparity. So, if Asian women are responding more to not Asian men, then that leaves a huge gap, okay? Well, why don't you guys just date outside of your race, right? Well, look, white women are half as likely to respond to Asian men. White women respond to white men twice as often than black or Asian men. So they're going to respond to white, Latino, black, and then Asian men, all right? Before they start even having a conversation with Asian guys. So Asian women respond to white men, white women respond to white men. Mind you, this is a response rate according to online data that surfaced from Hinge in 2021. So this is pretty recent, all right? And when you look around, you hardly see Asian men dating outside of their race, okay? You hardly see Asian men with white women or black women or Latino women for that matter, okay? And it's very rare that you do see that this day and age. And if you do see that, then they're in a minority. That's the exception to the rule. Okay. So the stats show that clearly Asian men are not doing well on dating apps. Their response rate is low. Okay. And we're going to look at some reasons why. And you guys have to understand that, first of all, women rank status of men higher than anything else, whether it comes to personality, looks, how much money he's got, the environment that he is, his job, all those kinds of things. Women look at your status more, they rank your status more important than any other thing. Okay. Now, it doesn't mean that your looks don't count or how much money you make doesn't count or your physical fitness, all that kind of things. It doesn't mean that it just doesn't count. It just means that she would choose an ugly dude if that man had status. Okay. They rank it higher. So in society, obviously, it's perceived that white men have a higher status in the world than Asian men, right? They all talk about, Asian men being the right hand guy for Asian, or sorry, they always say that Asian men are the right hand guy or the model minority to white men, and so this is why Asian women choose to date white men over Asian men. Okay, 60%, in fact, of Asian women in America choose to date outside of their race, and that's the highest out of any female category. Okay, so if Asian men prefer to date Asian women, that means they're dealing with only 40% of those women who choose to date Asian guys. Like I said, there's a huge disparity. So 4 out of 10 women, Asian women that Asian men pursue, prefer to date Asian guys. So this is why Asian guys find it hard to have one of the top tier Asian baddies, let's say. All right. And let's say if Asian men did decide to date outside of their race, they would still struggle because as we looked at the statistics before in the response rate on Hinge, white women, black women, Latina women respond less frequently to Asian guys, which further limits their pool. Okay. So it's an uphill battle for us dudes. All right. Now, that's just the numbers on response rate. Okay. Y'all could get some responses from these chicks, but then you guys bomb the dates or you guys bomb the relationships. Okay. So let's look at some complaints on why these Asian guys say that they struggle with either dating or relationships. Okay. So, one of the complaints I hear from Asian guys is that Hollywood or the media portrays Asian guys as these nerds, these gamers, or they're in tech or they're in finance or something like that, which could mean that you are less masculine than others, right? You guys choose to go into these fields that aren't necessarily as masculine, right? I mean, if you look at what jobs appear to be masculine, you would kind of say like construction or, in the trades, let's say as like some plumber or a roofer. You guys like to work with your hands, get dirty, but y'all don't choose those jobs. Okay. I rarely see Asian dudes in those fields. Okay. So I guess the stereotypes are kind of true. I mean, I see you guys out there nerding out to freaking anime and playing video games and shit. Like, y'all are leaning into that nonsense, okay? And so a lot of you dudes are very feminine. Y'all are getting like perms and shit, listening to K-pop. Okay, so I don't blame the media for portraying you guys like that. Now, is that wrong? I mean, yeah, I would stay away from any type of mainstream media in general and create your own lane, okay? And don't listen to that nonsense. And it's not to say that a lot of Asian guys aren't already doing that. I think there are a lot of guys doing that, creating their own lane and stuff like that. But those are very few and far between. And I guarantee you, those guys have zero trouble with women, all right? They get it, okay? They get to date the white chicks, the big booty Latina chicks, and so on, okay? They frankly just understand. But for the most of you, I think a lot of you guys struggle because let's just be honest, you guys give in to the stereotypes. And I guarantee that those guys that I guess fit the stereotype or fit the bill that this mainstream media portrays you guys as, like y'all are the ones complaining. Y'all are the ones going in on these Reddit posts, commenting and spurging out in the comments, okay? I think it's mostly you guys, all right? So we got to stop that shit, first of all. Stop complaining, okay? That's a feminine thing. Another reason why I think Asian men suck in the dating space is because they believe in the blank slate, okay? Let's just be real here. Most Asian dudes are liberal, all right? Or, they went to university or college where, they're promoting wokeism and all these more liberal ideations and such. So they're brainwashed into thinking that men and women are equal and that we think and feel the same things, okay? And this leads to these guys not understanding female nature, okay? And they don't see that male nature is independent of female nature, okay? We're two halves of a whole, all right? And they think that we live in this homogenous world where everything is equal and shit. And this leads to them getting overly emotional and not in control of the situations that they're put in, okay? So, if you understood that women and men have these stark differences, and we don't process things the same way that they do, then you would have a much better chance at becoming the man worth pursuing by not just Asian women, but every woman. All right. Because these things are universal. All right. It doesn't matter the hardware of the woman, the software is all the same. And because y'all don't know how to understand women, you guys don't know how to appeal to them. All right. You don't know what they're looking for. And then you think that attraction and desire is symmetrical. You guys think we're the same, that whatever a man desires, a woman desires, and that couldn't be further from the truth. All right. You think that whatever you find attractive, that a woman must find attractive the same way. And honestly, that is bullshit. Okay. You guys have to really get rid of this idea that men and women are the same and that there's this blank slate and environment judges everything. Okay. Um, it's not like that. All right. Women, they look for high status men. All right. As we talked about before, they rank status over personality and looks over anything. Okay. For example, men, we don't usually care where women work or what they do or what their status is in general. All right. Like we would date the hot barista from Starbucks. Okay. But a woman wouldn't even look that guy's way. All right. They would probably deal with that guy for a short period of time, but they see no future with that guy because he's working a dead end job, minimum wage, and frankly, he's just not ambitious enough. Okay. This proves that attraction is not symmetrical. All right. And I guarantee you most Asian guys don't even understand this concept. They choose to stay at their dead end job, play video games in their mom's basement, not strive for anything, and then wonder why he's not getting any bitches. And then they log into Reddit and they start complaining about like why women are like this and that, blah, 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 you know? And like, instead of complaining, just accept the truth, understand how females operate, and learn the game. Okay. Learn how to play the game. The faster you accept that, the faster you're going to get to understanding how women operate, and then your game becomes better. Okay. So don't blame the things you cannot control. Look inward and control the things that you can. All right. Like getting in shape, eating healthy, getting your money up, understanding how women operate, etc. All right. All these things are going to benefit you in the long run. Okay. And it's not for girls. You're doing this for yourself. It's just understand that the women are the byproduct of everything that you're doing. Okay. So the better you level up, the higher you level up, the better you get in terms of what the world is offering. I guarantee you the higher quality of women that you're going to be able to choose from. Okay. Because let's be real here. All right. Women, all women are looking for the top tier guys or the best that they can get. And if you elevate yourself to that status, let's say, okay, women are now looking at you and they will be chasing you. Okay. And we'll dive into all these other concepts later on. But for now, a lot of you guys who are starting from the bottom up, okay, you need to break free from the blank slate. You need to break free from all those old habits that you guys have that frankly aren't attractive to women, okay? And leveling your status up to the point where these women can now see you, all right? Because let's be honest, most guys are invisible to most women, and most women find most men unattractive. Whether you're white, black, Asian, doesn't matter, okay? The software of these women are all the same. All right. So what if, who cares if society has emasculated you guys in the media? All right. Like, man the fuck up and don't let these stereotypes be you. Okay. You don't have to be this hyper masculine guy and be one of those dudes that, you know, act all hard to get women and shit. Like, no, that's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying right now is get rid of all that feminine bullshit that you align yourself with. Okay? It's not hard. The first thing that you guys have to do, all right, is surround yourself with dudes that understand this concept. Because let's be honest with ourselves. When you look around, most guys are feminine. There's a lot of feminine guys out there. All right. And it's hard to break free from all this shit when all of your friends are doing it too. All right. So sometimes it does mean losing some friends to gain some new friends that understand this shit, because guaranteed you're going to level up quicker and higher with these new friends than you would with your old friends. Now, I'm not saying that you need to cut everybody off and go monk mode, which sometimes I do recommend for guys who are, are literally in a, back against the wall situation. But for the most of you who aren't really like that, you guys can still chill with your friends, but just understand what the hell is going on. All right? Understand how the world operates, and don't let that affect you. Don't let that be you. Don't let that take over your brain and make you act all weird and shit in how you show up in the real world. All right? So, I'm going to keep these live streams pretty short and sweet. In the next coming months, I'm going to be building a legion. All right. I'm going to amass as many guys in here as we can possibly can so that we can level up together. All right. Finances, females, fitness, whatever. Okay. Mastering these becomes so much easier when you got a group of guys, a brotherhood that take you through this. Okay. So for now, if you are watching this video, all I ask is you to subscribe to the channel, all right? Absorb all the content I'm going to be putting out for free, and then see about joining this thing of ours, okay? I am not going to ask you for a single cent. I am literally putting out all my knowledge out there for free, okay? I'm doing this all for free because I want to see you guys stop complaining and succeed out there, okay? So enough with this bitching, enough with the complaining on Reddit, enough with like fitting into these stereotypes and molds that all these Asian guys are out there, okay? But fix yourself to the point where you build your body up, you get your money up, you understand female nature, because these things are a must in 2024 and beyond. Otherwise, you're going to fall behind to the guys who do understand this shit, who are leveling up, who are putting themselves out there in a huge way to see results and elevate their status so that women are now approaching them. Okay? So, you know what to do. Stop procrastinating. Okay? We got 30 days left of this month. Let's finish the year off strong. Okay? So, that's it for this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. All right? Peace out.